Hi, good morning.
Hello, sir. Good
How are
morning. How are
you?
you? I'm
I'm good.
fine.
Okay, that's great. You're Nilima, right?
Yes, sir. I'm Nilima.
Hi, Nilima. My name is Vivek, and I'll be your Clapingo speaker for the day. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Good morning, sir. Once again. Yes, this is our first session, sir.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. But you've had quite a few sessions on Clapingo, right? I think
Yes.
50
Yes.
plus. So how's it been
Yes.
so far?
Yes. 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 All sessions were nice. Okay, and everyone was very good. It's about tutor. Yes, everyone is very excellent. I can say.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
That's good to know. Hopefully, I can live up to that standard. Let's see.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So how's your weekend going? All good?
All good. Yes. Today I'm going at my mother's home, my parents' home. So that's why I'm very happy.
Okay, that's very
Yes.
nice. Okay. Any questions for me, Nilima, before we start today's session? Any questions I was asking before we start for today?
No, yes, sir. Actually, I have a question. Uh, yes. Please explain me could and would. The difference between could and would.
Okay, so you want to understand the difference between could and
Could
would.
and would.
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so okay, so basically, in a gist, if you say could, would, and should also to a certain extent, it talks about possible events or situations. Okay, so something somewhere in the future.
Okay.
Okay, so could again talks about something basically everything is about things that are somewhere down the line that could happen in the future. So I'm saying that could happen in the future.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
whereas
Yes.
if you use would, there is a slight possible element of something imaginary also happening. Okay, so
Okay.
it need not be quite as certain as could. So I'll tell you two different sentences, and you might be able to understand the difference. Okay, so example, if you say they could visit us on a certain day in the
Okay.
next week.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a reasonable element of certainty. So it's like maybe they will come, maybe they will not
Okay. There is not
visiting.
surety, right? Means
Yeah,
that
exactly,
is not sure. Okay.
exactly. Okay,
Okay.
but if you say he would or they would visit us on a certain day, that means the person wants to, but it might not actually happen. There might be other conditions, like there might be a conditional element to it that stops them. So he would if he could.
Okay.
Are you able to understand the difference? So could is
Yes.
like the person will come, it is a possibility. Would means there is a certain condition attached to it. So if he can, he will. So can,
Okay.
will, and same way could, would. Okay, so
Okay.
both speak about future potential events.
Okay.
So while could talks about something that is a possibility that the person will do it, would talks about something that there's a potential condition attached to it. So he will do it if he can do it. So there may be an external factor that prevents him from doing it. If that doesn't happen, he will do it.
Okay. Okay, sir. See, just if I'm saying, okay, I'm
Mhm.
going to Mumbai. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to Mumbai means I'm going to Mumbai means Mumbai जाने वाली. Okay, just like see,
Mhm.
if I'm saying, okay, I will go to Mumbai.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Mhm.
it is surety. Right? Means I will go after some days or whatever
Mhm.
time period. Okay, I will go.
Yes.
But if I'm
Yes.
saying I would go to Mumbai, so
Mhm.
there is not surety, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, right? So if the conditions are favorable, then I would go to Mumbai. If there was no corona, I would have gone to Mumbai. You understand the difference? Whereas you're
Yes.
saying, I have the money, I could go to Mumbai like right now.
Yes. Yes.
There's no external element involved. It is a possibility. I can do it if I want to. That's why
Right.
you use could. Whereas
Right.
would, there is a slight external element involved. So I would go to Mumbai, but the situation there is not very healthy right now because there are a lot of cases. Okay, so
Exactly.
I could go to Mumbai, I could go to Delhi. That's good.
Yes.
So that multiple options, I can choose anyone I want. But the
Right.
other one is I would go to Mumbai or I would have gone to Mumbai, but since corona cases are there, since the health situation is slightly adverse right now, I don't want to. I don't want to
Okay,
take that.
understood, sir. It is about future, okay? But if we are talking about past, right? That time also we are using could and would.
Yeah, so similar thing, right? So I could have gone. So again, the same thing. So you're talking about a potential event, but in the past tense. So I
Okay,
could have gone to Mumbai at that time. Like I had the financial resources to go. So I could have chosen to travel to Mumbai. I could have chosen to travel to Delhi. I could have chosen to travel. So you're talking about a past event, but
Past.
again, you're talking about it with the potential. Like it was one of my options. So I could have chosen. So I could have chosen to take science. I could have chosen to take commerce. Meaning I
Right.
had the marks and I had the choice.
Right.
But the thing is, I would have taken science, but my parents opposed to it. So it's
Yes.
like I wanted to, but there is an
But
external
I
factor
didn't
that's
do.
preventing me. Yeah,
I wanted to do, but I didn't do.
I didn't do it.
Yes,
Okay.
actually, sir.
So
Sometimes see, I read lots of sentences. There are could and would. There was meaning of future also, and there was meaning of
yeah,
past also. So that's why
yeah,
there was a little confusion. Now you
yeah.
clear all things. Thank you so much,
Okay.
sir.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Sir,
Fine.
yes, could you tell me about yourself something?
Okay. So my name is Vivek, as I already said. I'm from Kerala. My family is basically from Kerala, but we've stayed in
Wow.
Mumbai. We've been staying in Mumbai for the past 10 years plus. I'm a chartered accountant by profession.
Okay.
So I work as a finance manager in a company Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sundays, I take sessions at Clapingo. Okay.
Okay.
So
Wow. Nice, sir. Sir, it is your part-time job or it is for only for hobby? Just like you would
so
like to talk to people.
yeah, so this started off. So I got this thing at Clapingo before I got my finance manager job. So I don't know which is
Okay.
part time and which is full time. But
Okay.
yeah, so
So
there,
because
of
of
course,
your
when
job, you cannot work throughout the day for Clapingo. So that's why you are
exactly,
using holidays.
yeah.
You are
So
taking
there, Monday to
sessions on holidays.
Friday, the timings are fixed. So I have to be in office and there are meetings and things.
Exactly. Exactly.
But Saturday, Sundays are free. So I choose to spend my time because as it is,
Exactly.
you can't really go out anywhere, right? So you might as well use it productively.
Right. Right. Right.
Okay. What
Yes.
about you? What do you do?
Yes, sir. I would like to tell about me. I'm Nilima. I'm teacher,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
I live in Nagpur.
Okay.
And sir, yes, I would like to tell about my aim also. Okay, I
Okay.
would like to become a spoken English teacher.
Okay. That's
So
very
this is
nice.
my aim. So for that, I want to work on language. You can consider okay, what is my aim, and according to that, you can what you can teach me or you can guide me.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I'm qualified enough to guide you, but I'll suggest things that I feel that maybe you can slightly improve on, or maybe ways in which you can better yourself. Okay. So you already seem to be a
Right.
fairly good speaker, but maybe somewhere down the line. So last two,
Yes,
three
yes.
minutes, maybe I'll just give you feedback to
Actually,
that. To
sir, what happened? I know I can communicate with so anyone. Okay, I can communicate with anyone. But despite of that, I'm making some mistakes. Okay, so
okay.
I would like to correct all things. So because of that, I'm on Clappingo.
Okay, sure. So I'll give you feedback that's specific to whatever minor mistakes that you're making, along with
Okay,
the
sir.
general feedback. Okay, so usually I give the learners the option. So some people want me to go like extremely in depth and point out every single mistake that they make, whereas
Right.
some other people, they just want overall feedback because they may be beginners. So if I give them, like every nitpicking feedback, they lose whatever little confidence they have.
Exactly. They will lose their confidence.
Exactly. So, if you want me to go in depth and point out everything wherever there's a mistake, then I can do that, or I can give you general feedback, whatever you prefer.
Exactly, sir. I want to overcome from all my mistakes. So that's why please give me deep, brief, analyze. Please deep.
Okay, okay, fine. So I'll do that. So last 3-4 minutes we can devote to that.
Yes.
In the meanwhile, we can just briefly try and cover the session topic as well for
Yes.
whatever
Yes.
little time that remains. Okay, all right, great. So you've been through the session document, or
Yes. I read, sir. Yes, I read.
okay. So it's a fairly interesting topic. In fact, it's something that we can discuss at length also, but we'll try and quickly cover the main points. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
basically, it's like you've been given the ability to stop time. Okay. So
Yes.
where would you use it? First instance that comes to mind. Where would you like to stop time?
Stop time. Yes, if I would like to stop time, so where I would like to stop time.
Mhm,
Yes, actually, sir, if I go to past, okay, and I
mhm,
will see whatever mistake I did, okay,
mhm,
sometime, unknowingly also, okay. So I
mhm.
would like to go there and I would like to stop my time and I would
Mhm.
like to correct all my mistakes and
Okay.
I would like to recover all those things, okay. wherever I made mistake. Not mistake means not the blunder mistakes or some big mistakes, okay, but some little mistake. If I hurt someone, if I hurt someone, so I would like to go in the past and I would like to stop that time, and I would like to recover all those things.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So how often do you think you'll have to use this power?
How often?
Yeah. So
If nature will give me power, so definitely whenever I would like to do.
okay.
Every
All
time
right.
I will use. Yes.
Every time you can, you would. Okay.
Yes.
Who
Yes.
would you
Yes.
tell about this?
Okay. 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 Obviously, to my mother, to my
Your
parents, I
mother.
would like to tell my mother everything. Okay, what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. So you think your mother will tell anybody else so that she'll keep it a secret?
No, she will not tell anybody else. Definitely, she will not.
Okay. All right. So
If
would you
I will
sell this
tell her,
power?
okay, don't tell to anyone, so definitely she will not tell.
Okay. So you tell her explicitly. Okay. Fair enough. So will you try and sell this power? Will you try and make monetary gains out of it?
No, 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 sir. I wouldn't like to sell this power because it
Okay.
is really what is the particular word for that? I'm not getting that word. Means it is rare power, right? No one can get easily. So if
Yeah.
I have that right, not right. If I have that power, so definitely I would not like to give anyone. I wouldn't like to sell that power.
You wouldn't like to sell it. Okay. But if you could share it, if you had the ability to also transfer it to certain people, and it
Right.
won't affect your power, like it'll remain the same with you, and you can at the same time give it to someone else, who would you share it with?
Yes.
So who?
Obviously, sir, I would like to share with needy people. Okay, and it is not my philosophical answer. Okay, we would like to share with needy people and all those peoples. Okay, but do you know, sir? Actually, Miss, I would like to share my one what experience. Okay, earlier I cannot say I was my nature was very helpful and all things. Okay, but I can say when I was kid. Okay, I was kind nature of person. Okay, my nature was kind. Okay, I was helping to some people who were needy. Okay, just like old people and some other people. Okay, who were needy. And
Okay.
if wherever I was able to help them, I was helping them. Okay,
Okay.
so what happened? I maintained that nature till my college, when my near about when I was in college. Okay, I maintained, and then after my marriage, I thought, okay, I forget all things for some years. Okay, I forget all things. Means not like that because of some responsibility and all things. I was busy in my life, so because of that, I forget. I cannot say, okay, I was not helpful in those period, but for 3 to 4 years, okay, I forget all things, and now I'm realizing I would like to miss I. Now I'm realizing, okay, what my nature was earlier, so I would like to maintain that nature. Okay, I should not forget all things. And do you know, sir, I get very helpful neighbors around me. Okay, so I feel, oh my god, earlier I was that person who were helping lots of people. And nowadays, because of family, not because of family, but because of some responsibility and because of my work, I was involved in my only in myself. Okay, not in other. So I would like to help those people now. Okay, earlier means thoughts were different. I don't know, yes, I think you're getting my point, what I want to say. And when I
Right.
saw my neighbors, they are too helpful. Okay, means I can say, do you know, sir, sometimes we feel, okay, only blood relation can help us, right? Not other people, but they are not our blood relatives, and despite of that, they are helping us a lot, and they are loving my daughter like their own kid, like their own
Okay.
daughter. So that's why that's why, yes, now I would like to help those people to whom I can help. So
Okay.
definitely I would
All right.
like to work
Fair
on
enough.
that, and I would like to
Okay.
share that power with those people.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, Nilima. So we won't continue with the session. Like I'll get to the feedback part because we are running out of time.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, please.
And since you insisted on feedback, we'll focus on that aspect as opposed to
Exactly,
continue
sir,
with the
please.
session. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so Nilima, first thing, as I told you right at the beginning, you are a good speaker. Your vocabulary is fairly sound, and you are able to express most of your thoughts into words, which is a great skill. Keep it up. Couple of things that I can tell you though is one, try and slow down a little bit when you're speaking, because I think you tend to get very excited and you want to get all those ideas that are there in your mind out there.
Exactly.
So especially because you want to be, you said you want to become a spoken English tutor. So you have to know your audience when you speak. Okay. So to
Right.
me or to someone who can reasonably grasp English, this speed is fine. It's okay. But maybe you meet someone who is not from such a well-to background or someone who doesn't have such a solid base in English. So you'll need to slow down and
Right.
you need to explain everything very slowly and thoroughly to them. So just practice on that one thing to just slow down a little bit. Just have that pace also. Even I can
Right.
speak fast if I want to. To you, I know I can speak fast, but I generally adopt like a medium pace so that everybody is comfortable with that. Okay,
Right.
so adapt according to your audience. So just practice on that thing. Second is you use the word okay a lot.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sure people must have told you this. So like after every sentence, it seems to be like a filler. So everybody
Okay.
has that one word. A lot of people use ooh, in my personal case, I use the word so a lot. If you go back
Okay.
to the session, I use the word so very, very often.
But you should not
So just
what
avoid.
irritate to another person, right? So I
Yeah,
that was
exactly. So when you're
irritating word.
professionally speaking, yeah, you can't keep saying okay. So a lot of people say you know, a lot of people say okay. So just try and reduce the
Yes.
frequency with
Okay.
which you say okay. Okay.
Yes.
So if
Yes.
somebody's
Yes.
saying something to you, you can say okay, but you can't keep saying okay after your own sentences. It doesn't sound very correct,
Right.
right?
Right.
So these are two general things. Now, specifically, the most important thing is you never say despite of. Okay, it's in spite of,
In
or you
spite
just
of.
say despite. There's no
Despite.
despite of.
Okay.
So, I used to be a very nice person. I used to have a lot of time, but in spite of that, I couldn't give a lot of time to so and so things. Or,
Oh,
I used to be a person like this. Despite that, there's no despite of. It's in spite of or despite, just despite.
in spite or despite. Okay.
No, it's in spite of. I'll just type it out for you. In spite of
Yes, please, please.
something or despite something.
Yes. In spite of something. Okay. Despite
Or
something.
despite
Okay.
something. There's no despite of. Okay. If you're using of, you have to say in spite. Otherwise,
Okay.
despite, and despite is one word. Okay, so you
Okay.
kept saying it, so just pay attention to this. This is a
Definitely,
common,
sir. Definitely.
yeah,
Yes.
that's one thing. And people is generally both singular and plural. So the word
Yes.
peoples is not often used.
Right.
Okay, so peoples is not a word. So I'm one person, you are one person, we are two people. We are not
Right.
two peoples.
Yes.
Okay, the only context where you would use peoples is people apostrophe s, like
Yes, sir.
belonging to people that way.
Yes, I was using apostrophe